Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back. Today I have an awesome 400k team around the second informed De Jong. Now this guy's actually very cheap, only 72k. I didn't expect him to be this cheap. I thought he would be 120k. The reason why he's so cheap is because of OTW SBC, and the OTW De Jong is actually about 85k. So if you guys are looking to buy one, either this one or the OTW card, for the extra 15k, go ahead and buy that instead. They're the same card now, but if he does get another inform, he'll have every stab of 80 other than shooting, and De Jong is a really meta player, one of the best midfielders on the game. Even his regular card is quite good, and now he does have 81 pace, 90 dribbling, 88 passing, 5'11", medium high work rates, 4-star skills. Looks really impressive, and again for the price, 70k is very cheap. He might drop in price even more. If the OTW card keeps dropping, this one will too, and he can potentially go like to 50k, and if he does, that'll be a complete steal. I think the first inform is already around that price, and just way too cheap in my opinion. As I've said, De Jong is a fantastic player, and hopefully you guys do enjoy. Leave a like on the video if you do, and subscribe if you're new. And let's go ahead and get into this team. The goalkeeper is going to be from the Serie A, and we're going to be going with Seria. You can go with any Serie A goalkeeper, but this guy's the best option. 5k, 6'4", and the center back on the left hand side is going to be Manolas. Now this guy's super sweaty, 82 pace, 6'2", 86 defending, low high work rates, only 10k, an insane sprint speed, quite agile. Defensively he's solid, 87 stand tackle, really aggressive, really strong. And the left back, it is going to be Alexandro, the best left back in the Serie A. And he has had a bit of a pace downgrade, but still quite fast. Every stab of 70 other than shooting. 5'11", so a decent height. Quite good defensively, not too bad going forward either. 91 stamina, so he doesn't get tired. And the center back on the right hand side, it is going to be the second in from Ligue, and he finally has over 70 pace. He's finally usable, 6'2", medium high work rates. Defensively, this guy's a rock. Has awesome positioning, really good reactions, 90 strength, 83 aggression, bullies anyone off of the ball. Not the quickest player, and the agility isn't the best, but he does have awesome positioning, and that kind of makes up for it, and he's about 30k, so fairly cheap. And the right back, it is going to be the road to the final Dumfries. Now he's a player that they want to go ahead and try out, and about 20k. He has 84 pace, 89 physical, 6'2", not as good as last year, as heading is kind of dead, but he's still usable. He feels decently fast, not the most agile player, that's one of the main negatives, but defensively he's solid, really strong as well. 89 strength, 84 aggression, 92 stamina. Just go ahead and add a chemistry style to boost up the pace. You can also go off Nelson Semedo, but I've been using him quite a lot recently, and I did want to go ahead and try out Dumfries. And that right there has been the back line. The center mid on the left hand side is gonna be the Inform Mertens, and he's about 100k, so not that expensive. He dropped down in price quite a bit. 89 pace, 91 dribbling, 85 shooting, 4-star, 4-star. You can also go with the regular card, and that would make the team a bit cheaper, but this inform, I think it's actually worth it. He does have 94 acceleration, he feels super fast, has awesome finishing, really nice passing, on the ball he's super agile, 95 agility, 93 balance, turns really quickly. The only minor issue he does have is the stamina. Would highly recommend him. There really isn't that much of a difference between him and the regular card, but as I've said, 100k really isn't that much, and you do get that nice dynamic image. Then the middle center mid is going to be Matuidi, a really solid player, 75 pace, 83 defending, 5'11", medium high work rates, left footed, very bad weak foot and skills, but that really doesn't matter for a CDM. And looking at the in-game stats, they're quite good where it matters. He's quite agile, decent passing, and defensively he's great, really high stamina and aggression. And the final center mid is going to be the second in from De Jong. Now this guy is really cheap actually, and I've been kind of surprised by his price, only 72k. Gonna drop in price even more potentially if the OTW card does go down even more, as right now there is an OTW SBC. Checking on Footbin, the OTW card is about 85k at this time, so if you guys do have the extra like 15k, go ahead and buy that instead. I would highly recommend that instead of the second inform. They're basically the same card, but the OTW card can get an even bigger boost. If he does, that card will be insane. It will have every stab of 80 other than shooting, and the shooting will be over 70 as well. So even now this inform right here is really impressive. He does have 81 pace, 90 dribbling, 5'11", medium high work rates, which are perfect, and he's decently tall. That's a good height for a CDM where they still feel kind of agile. And looking at the in-game stats, he does have awesome pace for a midfielder, nice passing, extremely good passing actually. He has awesome ball control and composure, Nice agility as well, quite agile in game, turns really quickly and has decent balance so isn't going to feel clunky. Then defensively he's solid, especially with the chemistry style. 84 interceptions, 70 stand tackle, and physically he's fairly strong. 76 strength, 85 stamina. Playing him as a CDM, this guy really doesn't have any cons. Defensively, he's solid. On the ball, he's one of the best midfielders on the game, has awesome passing, and actually feels quite fast. The only slight con he does have is the shooting, but you're not really going to take a shot with a CDM. If you're going to be playing him as a center mid, then yeah, that might be a problem, but as a CDM, that really wasn't an issue. I just can't recommend this guy enough, and if you guys see my other squad builders, I do use a regular card quite a lot, and the upgrade on this one is actually quite decent. He got a +2 on the pace, a +4 on shooting, a +4 on passing, then a +2 on dribbling, defending, and a +3 on physical. And again, for that price of only 70k, I would highly recommend this player. In my opinion, the best center mid in La Liga, and also the best CDM. And playing for Barca, he does get a lot of links to players like Lenglet, Semedo, Dembele, Griezmann. I mean, this guy just has so many links. Really should be a bit more expensive, more like 120k, but because of the OTW SBC, he dropped down in price a lot. And that right there has been the midfield. The right wing is going to be Dembele, a really meta player, super OP, 93 pace, 5-star, left-footed, 5'10", rapid pace, decent finishing, really good shot power. On the ball, this guy super agile, has incredible agility, does so much damage, one of the most used players on FIFA. I think him and also Ferland Mendy are like the most played with cheap cards. Then the left wing, it is going to be the one to refresh Lambambe, and I don't know if you guys remember him from last year. Last year he did have an SBC. I did want to go ahead and try him out. He's fairly cheap, about 30k, 90 pace, 85 shooting, 70 physical, 5'10", 5-star weak foot, 4-star skills. Looks really impressive actually. Looking at the in-game stats, he has awesome pace, decent finishing, insane shot power, and that really does help him out. And the passing is okay, not the best long pass, and it kind of does affect him, but not really that much of an issue. Awesome curve, so a really good finesse shot. On the ball, he's very agile, has awesome balance and agility, not the best reactions and ball control, and that kind of does affect him. I feel like the reactions make him feel kind of not the best on the ball sometimes, like to control the ball sometimes, he takes a bit longer. But other than that, this guy's fantastic in game. 75 composure, so the finishing isn't going to be that good, but it is decent. Then physically, this guy isn't that weak. The stamina is a bit on the low side though. Would highly recommend him, especially as there really aren't too many left wings in the Ligue 1. The only usable ones are Neymar and also the inform Mbappe. But after that, this guy's really the only option you have. So the final player, the striker, it is going to be the inform Ben Yedder. Now this guy's broken, and he dropped in price also because of the OTW SBC. Like 120k, and he was about 150k a couple days ago. Not a bad price, and as I've said, just an amazing player. 86 pace, 85 shooting, 87 dribbling, 5-star weak foot, 4-star skills, high heroic rates, 5'7". This guy has awesome pace, very good finishing, super clinical. On the ball, he's really agile, has awesome agility and balance. He turns so quickly, and again, a minor issue he does have is the stamina. For some reason, smaller, more agile players have low stamina. I'm not too sure why. A fantastic player overall, scores me so many goals. He does so much damage, especially with the work rates being high. He makes so many runs, and that right there has been the team built for about 400k, an awesome team. Now showing you guys how it does play in game. I do play in the 4-2-3-1. We go ahead and play De Jong and Matuidi as a CDMs, Lambambe, Ben Yedder, and Dembele as a cams, and as striker Mertens. You can play the front four however you like. You can go for like Ben Yedder as striker instead, but I think Ben Yedder plays better as a cam with the work rates being high, and Mertens does have high-low. And you can of course always play in the 4-1-2-1-2 second variation, then go ahead and play the team like that. De Jong as a CDM, then play Lambambe as a center mid. He actually isn't that bad in that position. Defensively, he's alright actually. He has really high defending for a winger. Then go ahead and play Dembele as a cam, and as strikers Ben Yedder and Mertens. Either formation does work. I usually switch in between both. And now showing you guys my player instructions. I set the right back on left back on stay back while attacking. The CDMs are cut passing lane, stay back while attacking and cover center. The cams are stay forward, and the striker on stay central, get on behind and stay forward. Those right there are my player instructions. Go ahead and copy them, see if they work for you. And again, that right there has been the team built around the second inform De Jong. An awesome player. 72k really is a steal. I can't believe this guy's so cheap. He really should be 120k plus. Should drop in price even more if the OTW card keeps going down. That's about 85k at this time, and if you can, go ahead and buy that instead. I mean, this guy is a super good CDM. He really doesn't have any cons. He's really a meta, 81 pace, 90 dribbling, 5'11", so a decent height, not too tall, not short either. He feels really agile. Defensively, he's actually very good with the chemistry style. The stand tackle and defensive awareness go up by quite a bit. I just can't recommend this guy enough. A really fun player to use, and this whole team was great. Really has no weaknesses. The only player that might be a slight weakness is De Ligt. He's not the quickest player, but is usable, and also Dumfries is okay. If I were you guys though, if you guys want to make this team a bit more meta, go ahead and get Semedo instead. Or if you want to make the team a bit cheaper, go ahead and get the regular Ben Yedder and also the regular Mertens. That would make the team like 250k, and they're still really usable players. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed. Leave a like on the video if you have, subscribe if you're new, and let me know down below in the comment section what team you guys do want to see next. It's been ETG, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.